guys, this is Taylor Stretton and welcome back to Stretton Life. Today is going to be a story time about how Anthony and I told our families that we were expecting. If you didn't see my previous video, it was another story time about how I found out I was pregnant and how I told Anthony. So go watch that and then come back to this video. With that being said, let's get into the video. So the story begins where obviously we found out that we were expecting, and we were talking about how we were going to tell each family member that we were expecting. We had to tell my mom, my stepdad, my dad, Anthony's mom and dad, and his grandparents. So we each came up with a way to tell our families, but none of them really worked out the way we wanted it to, except my dad and his grandparents. So we found out on the 17th of January, and right after we found out, we decided we were going to post a little hint about it on Snapchat, and one of our friends on Snapchat actually messaged my in-laws asking how they felt about being grandparents, and they didn't know yet, so that's how they found out. So they found out in a complete horrible way. They called us asking if we were pregnant, and that's how we told them over the phone. So yeah, we weren't the ones that told them. That was the only negative part about telling everyone, was we really wanted it to be from us and we wanted it to be in person. So that kind of messed up things in a sense, and it kind of sucked. But at the end of the day, they were really excited to be grandparents and they were really happy for us. And then for my parents, I wanted to go get a Build-A-Bear and put one of those voice boxes in that says hi grandma and hi grandpa and give it to them, but that didn't end up working out because so my birthday was the 25th, so my mom and my stepdad came up to El Paso to surprise me with my two best friends, and my two best friends actually knew, so they were keeping it from my parents as well. And we were all going out to lunch, and I decided I was just going to go to Walmart real quick, and I was going to find something there and bring it and give it to them at lunch. So Anthony and my parents went to lunch real quick, and me and my friends said that one of my friend had a headache and that we were going to go get her medicine at Walmart and that we'd be back in a few minutes. So we ran into Walmart, we were rushing, trying to find things on how to tell her we were going to buy a onesie, we were going to do this and that. And finally I just got a chalkboard and chalk, and I wrote Baby Stretton coming September 2018 on it. I put it in a gift bag and then put tissue paper on it, and I took it back to where we were eating lunch at. I was super nervous, so it kind of just sat under the table for a little bit. So I was like, it's either now or never, I have to tell them. So I grabbed it and I was like, Anthony and I have a gift for you, and I gave it to them. So my mom opened it and she kind of looked at me and didn't say anything, and you could tell she was kind of disappointed. And the only reason why she was disappointed is because she really wanted me to finish college first before bringing a baby into this world, basically. But at the end of the day, again, she was also really happy and excited for us, and this was going to be her first grandbaby, so she was definitely excited. Afterwards, she did give it to my stepdad, and because he questioned, and my mom was like, she's pregnant, and so he teared up just a little bit. So that was one of the special moments about it. And then the next weekend, or 2 weekends after that, we actually went to Tucson, and so that's when we told Anthony's grandparents and my dad that we were expecting. So we decided to go back to Walmart, and we got bibs that said grandma, and we got a pair of baby infant boots. And so on the tag of the boots, I said new hunting buddy coming September 2018, and put it in a gift bag and put tissue paper. And that was for my dad. And then for the grandma bibs, we actually split the pack and put it in two different gift bags and put tissue paper. And we also wrote great, because they were going to be great grandparents. So we wrote great on the bibs, and that was for both of Anthony's grandmas. And so I called my dad and I said, hey dad, I really want to have lunch with you. Me and Anthony are going to come pick you up. And so we planned a time and a place, and so we were headed over to his house, and I was kind of nervous. I didn't know what to expect because, that's my dad. So I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if he was going to be happy or excited. He's not really an emotional person, so before we went out, I was like, I'm just gonna give him the gift. So I walked inside and I gave him the gift, and I said, Anthony and I have this for you. So he took out the tissue paper and just looked at it, and he looked up and he's like, are you pregnant? And I was like, read the tag. And he's like, but are you pregnant? And I was like, Dad, read the tag. And so he pulled out the boots and read the tag, and it said New Hunting Buddy 2018. And the reason I said that is because my dad does hunt, and he calls me his hunting buddy. So I thought it would be a cute way to announce it to him, is that I'm bringing a new hunting buddy for him in September of 2018. So then my dad started crying. He was so excited. He was asking a whole bunch of questions. Obviously, I didn't know yet because at that time I didn't even have an OB appointment. So I was like, I don't know, but I'll update you when obviously I get that information. So yeah, my dad was really excited. And because my dad showed so much emotion that we weren't expecting, I started crying, and so did Anthony. So that was also another really special moment during the announcing process. And then last but not least was the grandmas. So we went to one of Anthony's grandma's house, and we gave her the gift, and she opened it, and she didn't seem really that surprised, but she was really excited, and she was asking a bunch of questions again that we didn't know. So we said that we'd update her when we got more info. And then the other grandma we actually picked up and took out to lunch, and when we were eating, I basically gave her the gift, and she opened it, and she was also really excited. So overall, even though the different ways that we were telling people weren't the ways that we wanted to originally tell them, it all worked out in the end because they were really excited for us. They were really supportive through the whole thing. They always called us and texted us asking for updates, since obviously we're in another state. And I came back home, and they threw me a baby shower and a gender reveal and all that stuff, and they were really excited to basically meet our daughter when we had her. She's everyone's pride and joy. She is a spoiled little baby. She has 7 grandparents that she knows, and then she has more that she hasn't met yet. It's because my husband has a really big family. She's one spoiled child. But at the end of the day, it all worked out, and everyone was happy. And after that, after telling our relatives, that's when we decided to actually post it on social media that we were expecting, and we got really good news from family, friends, and our not immediate family. So everyone was happy for us. They're really supportive, and a big thing of when you find out that you're pregnant is you want a really good support system. So I'm very thankful that I had that, and I was fortunate enough to have a really healthy pregnancy and have a lot of help along the way, and I still do. They're amazing with Hazel. They love her so much, and I'm really glad that my daughter has a very well-knitted, well-rounded, amazing, happy family. So that's all I could ask for. I'm very blessed, and I'm excited to watch her grow up and get to interact more with her grandparents and our family. So that's basically the story of how we told our family. Don't forget to follow all my social medias. They'll be linked down below. Don't forget to like, comment, hit the bell notification down below so you get notified every time I upload. Subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!